Jane and Finch murder victim Andrew Stewart was an up-and-coming rapper who was looking forward to spending Father's Day with his 5-year-old daughter.
And I heard 3 gunshots, but I didn't know it was gunshot at the time until after.
His grieving family will be planning his funeral service.
What's your message to the person who killed him?
Please turn yourself in, because you know what? Eventually you will be found.
The 26-year-old father of one was shot and killed on Thursday night around 10 p.m. at a housing complex at 2901 Jane Street in North Toronto. Pools of blood still mark the spot where he was slain.
Leave everything in God's hands to look after what has to be done.
Police said a vehicle was seen fleeing from the scene and witnesses are being urged to come forward.
And he was doing so good for himself. He had his times when he did get in trouble with the law, but he tried to change. And he got so much involved with his music. He started to write his own music and doing the rapping and getting his music out there.
A suspect is described as being a brown man, about 5'7", with a thin face and build. He wore his hair in short braids. For the Toronto Sun, I am Tom Godfrey.
Thursday, June 16, 2011. Around 10 p.m. 3 shots ring out. With all the commotion going on, a 26-year-old man lays wounded on the ground in the north side parking lot of 2901 Jane Street, in North York, Ontario. Directly across the street from what used to be Connections. There lies Andrew K.D. Stewart bleeding out, while people are dialing 911. K.D. happens to pass away in hospital shortly after, and life as we know it goes on. Fayed Shamir Marzalian, 26, of London, Ontario, was arrested in his home only 5 days after the shooting, on Tuesday, June 21, 2011. Around 3:30 in the afternoon. Fayed Shamir Marzalian has officially been charged with first-degree murder, and that's all you can find on this guy. Seeing that no photos have been posted of him, it would be nice to know who this guy is and what he looks like. Now I've heard. Allegedly. KD was killed because Fayed owed him some money. Allegedly KD was on Fayed to pay what he owes. Allegedly. The police said there were about 40 people at the scene when officers arrived, which leads me to believe that KD was chilling with a crowd of people at the time of the incident. Today's date is Wednesday, August 27, 2025. Which means next year July will officially make it 15 years since his passing. KD at the time left behind his daughter Michaela, mother Angela, brothers Jamal and Damien, and his older sister Sherry. Located at Beechwood Cemetery, 1 light north of Steeles, on Jane Street. I haven't seen his older brother Damien since I was young, and only have contact with his stepfather and older sister Sherry. Such a sad case that I hope to bring some light to in the memory of Andrew K.D. Stewart, who was tragically shot and killed over 14 years ago. I know this because me and KD grew up together in the lane. From around grade 2 and grade 3, I vividly remember meeting him for what I thought was the first time. Only because it was a cold winter day, and back then Yorkwood's public school was the place to be. With mans like Swag, Corleone, Blitz, female like Charlie, mans like Fernando, Eric Tran, and my older brother Spongy. Damn, this is bringing back some sweet memories just thinking about it. But I do recall this one winter day playing on the ice, on one of the 2 baseball diamonds that Yorkwood's field had in it back in my day. The ice always seemed to accumulate on the lines from home base diamond to second base, which continued all the way back to home base. So imagine being outside for recess and sliding back and forth like some losers. 'Cause why are mans outside sliding on ice like we had no sense? On this particular day I was sliding from third base to home base, and I only know this because Swag's house was directly behind us, when I bumped into someone and dropped to the cold ice. So when I happened to look up to see who I bumped into, I see mans like KD. Now what I don't remember is if we scrapped over that or not. But trust and believe. We end up fighting a 1-2 times.
Niggas fools and they ain't even close to real. They got blank shots loaded in their toaster still. When I smoke, I kill. What am I supposed to chill? Roaster still. Guaranteed I'm leaving you a ghost for real. How you gon' live? In a cold fridge. Give me that or get the mini map to your nose bridge. Yo, I'm no kid, plus I got the foes hid. How you think I always have to wear my clothes big? I'm so frigged when I'm under the reaper. My gun, it'll seek you, it'll find your ass under a...
Too teeth.